Our next book review is Terry Pratchett's Witches Abroad. As you can see, this book is in much better condition than its previous one, Wyrd Sisters. I don't know why. I got all these from half-price books. Some people treat books really well. Some people don't. But Witches Abroad actually does take place after Wyrd Sisters. How long after? I'm not sure. It didn't seem like it was maybe like a couple of years or something, if that. It's hard to tell sometimes how time works in the Discworld. But, yeah, it's another adventure of the three witches, and one of them becomes a godmother. So, and I was just like, when I first read that, I was like, but they're witches, how can, and then it's like, a godmother is a witch, technically. I mean, they're magical, they do, like a wizard, they're all interchangeable terms for somebody who uses magic, so, but yeah, it's quite good. It's another, this one is a bit more of a, journey than the first, because the first one, Wyrd Sisters, they went to a couple of places, but they kind of got what they needed to do done and then left. This one, they actually go on like a full-blown adventure, and the fun part about this book is the fact that it's revolved around stories, which, I mean, it's a book, it's a story, but they mean stories in the way that you think of like fables or like Disney movie tales, stuff like that, like stories that you've never been a part of, but you understand what a story is, and a story has a very definitive beginning, middle, and end, and things that must happen along the story. And this deals with a lot, like, as they go through a bunch of different stories that you might recognize or may not recognize. And it's really interesting seeing them react in each of the situations and seeing how they resolve. Because that's the overarching theme, is that somebody is forcing a story or multiple stories to happen, and it's not good for the people involved because they don't really want to be involved in that. But yeah, this one is definitely a lot more, I'd say it's a bit deeper than Wyrd Sisters. There's a lot of themes visited on here that are a bit more like, oh man, I wouldn't have thought of that. And it's a little darker, I'd say, but still very good, and I really like the way it got resolved, and just how things happened up towards the end. Like, it's pretty interesting seeing somebody try to fight against, like, a story going the way that it's supposed to go. Like, I quite liked it. You know what? I think I actually liked Witches Abroad more than I liked Wyrd Sisters. Granted, I like them both a lot, but just now thinking about it, reading through and everything, I was like, yeah, this is pretty damn good. Okay. So yeah, that's Witches Abroad. Like I said, if you like Pratchett, you'll most likely love this. So, that's just my review for every Terry Pratchett book. If you like Terry Pratchett, just read his books and you'll most likely be happy with them. Like, they're not so radically different generally in theme or anything like that. Like, there's generally like, something's bad's going on, so we have to figure stuff out, and wacky hijinks happen along the way, but you just have different characters in the situations and slightly different things that happen and all that. That makes it sound like I'm saying all the books are the same. They are not the same. They're very different, but they generally do have like here's the problem and here's all the stuff that lead up to the conclusion, and they're a nice, like, tight little package, usually between like 200 to 350 pages, easy to get through quickly, and which is a good thing because he has dozens of books. There are lots of books that I still have yet to read on my bookshelf from him. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Witches Abroad. Thank you for watching this video, and yeah, if you want me to make this or any of the other books something that I record and put up as readings, let me know in the comments below.